these nations which the king of Ashur brought into Shamaron and the land of Israel feared Yahweh and served their graven images. Their children likewise, and their children's children, as did their fathers, so do they to this day. Of the books called Kings, the 2nd, chapter 18. Now it was in the 3rd year of Hoshea, the son of Elah, king of Israel, that Hezekiah, the king of Achaz, king of Yehudah, began to reign. 25 years old was he when he began to reign, and he reigned 29 years in Jerusalem, and his mother's name was Abi, the daughter of Zechariah. And he did that which was right in the eyes of Yahweh, according to all that David his father had done. He removed the high places, and broke the pillars, and cut down the Asherah, and he broke in pieces the copper serpent that Moshe had made, for even to those days the children of Israel did burn incense to it, and he called it Nehushtan. He trusted in Yahweh, the God of Israel, so that after him was none like him among all the kings of Yehudah, nor among them that were before him. For he clave to Yahweh, he departed not from following him, but kept his commands, which Yahweh commanded Moshe. And Yahweh was with him. Whithersoever he went forth, he prospered. And he rebelled against the king of Ashur, and served him not. He smote the Philistine from Gaza and the borders thereof, from the tower of the watchman to the fortified city. And it was in the 4th year of King Hezekiah, which was the 7th year of Hoshea, son of Elah, king of Israel, that Shalmaneser, king of Ashur, came up against Shamaron and besieged it. And at the end of 3 years they took it. In the 6th year of Hezekiah, which was the 9th year of Hoshea, king of Israel, Shamaron was taken. And the king of Ashur carried Israel away to Ashur, and put them in Halach, and on the Chabor, the river of Gozan, and in the cities of the Madai, because they obeyed not the voice of Yahweh their God, but transgressed his covenant, even all that Moshe the servant of Yahweh commanded, and would not hear it nor do it. Now in the 14th year of King Hezekiah did Sennacherib, king of Ashur, come up against all the fortified cities of Yehudah, and took them. And Hezekiah, king of Yehudah, sent to the king of Ashur to Lachish, saying, I have offended, return from me, that which thou puttest on me will I bear. And the king of Ashur appointed to Hezekiah, king of Yehudah, 300 kakarim of silver, and 30 kakarim of gold. And Hezekiah gave him all the silver that was found in the house of Yahweh, and in the treasures of the king's house. At that time did Hezekiah cut off the gold from the doors of the temple of Yahweh, and from the pillars which Hezekiah king of Yehudah had overlaid, and gave it to the king of Ashur. And the king of Ashur sent Taratan and Rabsaris and Rabshakeh from Lachish to King Hezekiah with a great army to Jerusalem. And they went up and came to Jerusalem. And when they were come up, they came and stood by the conduit of the upper pool, which is in the highway of the fuller's field. And when they had called to the king, there came out to them Eliakim, the son of Hilkiah, who was over the household, and Shobnah the scribe, and Joach, the son of Asaph the recorder. And Rabshakeh said to them, Say ye now to Hezekiah, Thus saith the great king, the king of Ashur, What confidence is this wherein thou trustest? Thou sayest, but they are but vain words. There is counsel and strength for the war. Now on whom dost thou trust that thou hast rebelled against me? Now behold, thou trustest upon the staff of this bruised reed, even upon Mithraim, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand, and pierce it. So is Paro, king of Mithraim, to all that trust on him. But if ye say to me, We trust in Yahweh our God, is not that he whose high places and whose altars Hezekiah hath taken away, and hath said to Yehudah and to Jerusalem, Ye shall worship before this altar in Jerusalem. Now therefore I pray thee, give pledges to my master the king of Ashur, and I will give thee 2,000 horses, if thou be able on thy part to set riders upon them. How then canst thou turn away the face of one captain of the least of my master's servants, and put thy trust on Mithraim for chariots and for horsemen? Am I now come up without Yahweh against this place to destroy it? Yahweh said to me, Go up against this land and destroy it. Then said Eliakim, the son of Hilkiah, and Shobnah, and Joach, to Rabshakeh, Speak, I pray thee, to thy servants in the Aramite language, for we understand it, and speak not with us in Yehudit, in the ears of the people that are on the wall. But Rabshakeh said to them, Hath my master sent me to thy master and to thee to speak these words? Hath he not sent me to the men that sit on the wall, to eat their dung and to drink their urine with you? Then Rabshakeh stood and cried with a loud voice in Yehudith, and spoke, saying, Hear ye the word of the great king, the king of Ashur. Thus saith the king, Let not Hezekiah deceive you, for he will not be able to deliver you out of his hand. Neither let Hezekiah make you trust in Yahweh, saying, Yahweh will surely deliver us, and this city shall not be given into the hand of the king of Ashur. Hearken not to Hezekiah, for thus saith the king of Ashur, Make your peace with me, and come out to me, and eat ye every one of his vine, and every one of his fig tree, and drink ye every one the waters of his own cistern, until I come and take you away to a land like your own land, a land of grain and new wine, a land of bread bread and vineyards, a land of olive trees and of honey, that ye may live and not die. And hearken not to Hezekiah when he persuadeth you, saying, Yahweh will deliver us. Hath any of the gods of the nations ever delivered his land out of the hand of the king of Ashur? Where are the gods of Hamath and of Harapad? Where are the gods of Sepharwaim, of Hana and Awa? Have they delivered Sharmaron out of my hand? Who are they among all the gods of the countries that have delivered their country out of my hand, that Yahweh should deliver Yerushalem out of my hand? But the people was silent, and answered him not a word, for the king's command was, saying, Answer him not. Then came Eliakim, the son of Chedekiah, who was over the household, and Shobnah the scribe, and Joach, the son of Asaph, the recorder, to Hezekiah with their clothes torn, and told him the words of Rabshakeh. And it was when King Hezekiah heard it, that he tore his clothes, and covered himself with sackcloth, and went into the house of Yahweh. And he sent Eliakim, who was over the household, and Shobnah the scribe, and the elders of the princes, covered with sackcloth, to Yeshayahu the prophet, the son of Amoth.